Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the senators and the Emergency Measures Act. And I'd like to point out here, this is the first senator that spoke out long before everybody else, and she's the one that actually had the courage to do that. So basically this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the vote in Parliament, in the Canadian Parliament, to deal with the Emergency Act. And so the Senate is the fifth house, and the ruler of the Senate is the moon, and it's in the third house. And so what we've got here is the inside chart is the chart of Canada. The outside chart is the chart of transits. And I just put up these pictures to remind everyone of what went down there when the Emergency Act was invoked. Police trampled a very old and disabled woman. This is the kind of things that went on in Canada. Pretty shameful, pretty disgusting. Anyway, the Emergency Act was repealed, and this is why. You won't hear this in the news, but this shows you the power of astrology. Just before it was repealed, the Senate was to vote on it. And as you can see here, this is power and control in the 10th house of the Prime Minister. And the moon is the Senate. And this is a quincunx aspect. So as we see here, the Senate is the fifth house. The ruler is the moon in the third house of familiar things, short distance truckers, and those kind of things. Transiting Pluto, power and control, ruler of the eighth house of the Privy Council or government insiders. And the aspect is a quincunx. That's a 150-degree aspect. And what does that produce? It produces people who are kept from the information, and they feel like they're between a rock and a hard place, and they still want to move forward. The Prime Minister, which would be the 10th house, and his power and control, told them that they could not have access to the information because they didn't have the right security clearance, and he wasn't going to give it to them, but they had to vote anyway. And so that is exactly what we have here. So this shows you what's going on. It's the quincunx aspect, and although it wasn't said, he knew they weren't going to vote yes in his favor, and he pulled it. So I just wanted to make this quick video to explain what's gone on in Canada and how all this came about. Thank you for coming to view my channel.